I know we're at the beginning of the message this morning, but I'm fired up. You got to know God's love never gives up. Now, this psalm is about a faithful God that invites you into relationship with him and to discover that his love never gives up on you. And you see, you got to know that as you come to him in prayer, you aren't just praying to one type of God. Like, oh, I only like gracious God. I'm not so interested in just God. I want gracious God. I only pray to sweet baby Jesus. No, God is gracious just as he is powerful. And he is powerful just as he is Father. Obedience means you have given God your will, but you can still withhold your heart. We can say the very same verse and mean it in two really different ways, right? Don't believe me? Let me illustrate it for you. I've got two volunteers. I just want you, Nathan, to say the phrase, his love endures forever.
His love endures forever.
Wow, just incredible. Jen, could you give that phrase a little go for me?
His love endures forever.
Hey! We can know something, but living it out can look really, really different in each of our lives, and how we live it out is where the difference is made. You see, this psalm was meant to be sung by a community. Worship is meant to be shared. It's meant to make a noise. It's meant to be responsive. I want you to hear me today that your best theology should erupt in praise. Why love over and over again? I think it's because love is the most counterintuitive, surprising character of our God. I know that in church we've become used to it because we sing all the songs about God's love, but my point is the kind of real challenge this morning is this, that God's love is not only his greatest trait, it should be the loudest trait of his followers. On this one night in 358 AD, Roman soldiers surrounded the church that Athanasius was gathering in, and all of his people were there. But Roman soldiers with their swords drawn and no way for the people to escape. What did Athanasius do? He didn't tell his people to start preparing some sort of theological argument. He didn't tell them to run. He didn't even tell them to pray a prayer of protection. No, he started a song. And he led his people singing Psalm 136. The whole thing, line by line. Athanasius would read a verse and the congregation would shout back the same response every time. His love endures forever. 26 times, louder and louder. Not just singing, but declaring. Not just a ritual, but a defiant act of faith. But I know that for each and every one of you, you would know that feeling of being surrounded. Maybe it's a moment in your life right now where you're surrounded by anxiety, surrounded by fear, surrounded by debt, surrounded by people who are saying things about you that aren't true, just surrounded by lies, surrounded by hurt, surrounded by grief. Why don't we stand to our feet right now in the face of the enemy standing at the gates and declare with faith that his love endures forever. Storms won't end his love. Death won't end his love. The past, the present, the future will not end his love. You don't have to feel powerful to pray powerful prayers. You don't have to feel powerful to pray powerful prayers. You just have to remember that it's his love that endures. It's his power that is present even here, even